Former South African educator faces extradition over historic abuse allegations by Satori News. A former South African educator, Iain Wares, is at the center of international legal proceedings, following a recent court ruling that could lead to his extradition to the United Kingdom. The Wynberg Magistrates Court decision comes after a series of allegations surfaced, placing Wares at the heart of a historical abuse case that has transcended decades and borders. Iain Wares, an 85-year-old who once was a math teacher and rugby coach, now faces multiple charges related to sexual abuse. Authorities in Scotland have leveled 74 charges against him for acts allegedly committed during his tenure at prestigious institutions such as Edinburgh Academy and Fettes College in the 1960s and 70s. Moreover, Wares has been accused of similar offenses in South Africa, including the sexual and physical abuse of a grade 7 learner at Rondebosch Boys Prep in 1988. The abuses in question span both his educational and coaching roles, encapsulating charges of lewd and indecent behavior, as well as one charge of indecent assault. The legal landscape surrounding his extradition is complex. While the BBC has reported that the South African court deemed Wares extraditable on 3 of the 7 charges filed against him within the country, 4 of the charges were dismissed. These 4 were considered by the court to be too far in the past and had expired under the South African statute limitations at the time they were filed, revealing the challenging nuances of cross-border legal processes in cases of historical abuse. The 2019 Cape Town court ruling found Wares extraditable, but he appealed the decision, leading to the recent judgment. The ball is now in the court of South Africa's Minister of Justice, Thembi Nkadimeng, who will have the final say on Wares' extradition based on the court's ruling. The decision stands as a monumental one within the international justice framework, particularly as nations increasingly grapple with the complexities of adjudicating historic sexual abuse allegations. This case signifies the need for international cooperation in the pursuit of justice, regardless of the time elapsed since the alleged offenses. It also highlights the ethical and legal considerations involved in extraditing the elderly or infirm, and balancing these against the imperatives of serving the interests of alleged victims seeking closure and justice. Advocates for the victims and those fighting against sexual abuse in educational institutions will be watching the outcome closely, as it will set a precedent not only for South Africa, but also for cases with international jurisdiction challenges. As the South African Justice Ministry deliberates on the court's recommendations, Wares' potential extradition continues to be of significant interest to all parties involved. Thank you for choosing Satori News.